Well, hello and welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and welcome to the Jesus Enrique Rosas show. We are in episode 70 already. 70? It's amazing how time flies. And we are here. Remember that we are live on YouTube, on X, and on Rumble at the same time. And after the show ends, you will be able to download and listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. So there's no way that you can miss any of my shows, including but not limited to my emails that I'm starting to send daily. Today, if you are subscribed to my emails, you received a very special email today about Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart, which, by the way, was a very nice anecdote. But if you don't want to miss my daily emails with my musings in some storytelling, some anecdotes, and some stuff that can help you in your life, make sure to download my free 100 body language tips, and you will be subscribed to my email list, and you will be able to reach out to me via email, which is the easiest way to pitch me any topic for analysis. Also, through X as well, I have my X Pro dashboard right now. If you want to reach out to me, make sure you go there. We are ready to begin. I have a lot of stuff here. Let's see, organize, have this, such and such. Make sure that this is my studio has been under some fixings lately. You can see that I have changed the lighting a bit. Still, yeah, when I use the navy blue jacket, everything is a bit darker. But here we am. And of course, the most important part of our show is the live chat. All your comments are welcome. Thank you for keeping the live chat polite and respectful. All opinions are welcome as well. You know the usual rules of a live chat. I'm going to keep an eye on your comments, and any comments through any of the topics that we are talking today, I will highlight. If you have a great comment, I will highlight yours. Also, welcome to your super chats and super stickers, of course. And if you want to attend the after shows for only members, that I sometimes organize them. I don't know if I will do them today. I had some. I used to suffer from allergies at some point. In fact, I suffer from asthma at some point. Maybe I will tell you what relieved me for any asthma attacks, like since I was 20 years old. But then the allergies, I had mostly overcame them. Yes, I take NAC. I take all that. But today they came. When they come back, they come with a vengeance. And today they came with a vengeance. So I was a bit all over the place today. So I don't think that I will be making an after show today. But I have the energy. I don't know why my camera looks like it's me. Okay, that is much better. You know, the composition. The composition is everything. Happening now, I have the latest news. I have your comments, so we are ready to begin. And how do we begin? It's not some memes exactly, but some let's say very sharp and quick news of what's going on. Yeah, this is one of my favorite colors. J.A. May saying Mexican pink. Yeah, it's in this lighting looks a lot like Mexican pink. The tie is in fact magenta. And the fact is the tie is in fact a magenta, but which is, by the way, one of my favorite colors. You can say it's pink as well if you are not that fancy. Oh, how fancy is Jesus? This is magenta. And we start with this. Christy Noem saying that she's in New York, and she's ready to get all the dirt bags. She's ready to get all the dirt bags, and she is not afraid. Oh, wait a second! I forgot to do one thing. Forgot to do a couple things. I'm gonna do the. I did it. I already did it. I make sure that you don't have any audio issues in here. But she said that she's out for what?
Here in New York City this morning, we are getting the dirt bags off these streets.
We are out here to take these dirt bags out of the streets. Oh my God, how racist, how xenophobic, how I like it. I like it. I really like her, like head of Department of Homeland Security. Oh yeah, breaking. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem is in New York City this morning to help arrest criminal illegal aliens. I hope that she started at the Roosevelt Hotel. I hope that she started at the Roosevelt Hotel. It would be the easiest thing in the world, because you know that's where a lot of illegals are, and they're waiting for what? They're waiting for keep receiving all these freebies from the government and from taxpayer-funded money. You know how it is. I will be elaborating on this. But also, you know that the reactions of world leaders has been like let's see, a bit of draping slowly, but here they come. Mexico's president: the United States would not be what it is if it weren't for our hardworking people there. By the way, she already folded as well. She already received 4,000 Mexicans who were deported from the United States, so everything is going according to plan. My question is, if the United States would not be what it is if it weren't for how hardworking are Mexicans, then why isn't Mexico itself a superpower? I want to understand that. I know the answer, of course. I know the answer, right? The answer highlights the hypocrisy of these people. But yeah, if Mexicans are so hardworking, and I can attest to that, Mexicans are hardworking. Yeah, they absolutely are. Why isn't Mexico a superpower? Makes you think it's not about the people. Maybe people were looking for less corrupt governments. Perhaps that was the idea. Maybe that's one idea. That's what happened to a lot of Venezuelans, by the way. Many of us Venezuelans, not every Venezuelan is a gang leader or gang member. No. Many of us are very well studied. We are very well prepared. We are hardworking, but we simply could not live in such a corrupt and tyrannical government. It's that simple. I guess they must be happy of getting all those hardworking people back then. Yeah, that is sad. It's something that you understand, that no, it's not about the people sometimes. It's about the governments. And well, sometimes the sad part is somebody voted for those governments. I'm not going to elaborate on that because it's more than obvious. Yeah, you only need 51% of the people to vote for some morons, and they just get into power. But I have a couple memes for you. Maybe you get this. Maybe you get this joke. No Strings of Me says, it's kind of ironic that Dr. Phil can now catch you outside. Who got that reference? I remember that I did one video about Bad Baby and Dr. Phil. You know that I forgot her actual name. You know that classic Dr. Phil? That was just a legendary Dr. Phil episode in which this chick was arguing with him, and he said, well, catch me outside, and that's where the joke comes from. I have to explain the joke, but many of you might not remember the reference, so it is my duty that if I joke in here, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Oh, I didn't get it. Or catch me outside. How about that? Yeah, the one who was. You remember. You remember the complete quote. And speaking of memes that are legendary, there was a classic meme. When I talk about classic memes, I'm talking about the. You remember the chocolate rain video? The chocolate rain video, or the this German kid, or the Star Wars kid. You know that those were classic memes from another era. Let's say the first era or the second era of the internet, and from that era we got the "Leave Britney Alone" video. This I don't know if that was a gay man or a transgender, or I don't know, but that was this person saying that "Leave Britney Spears alone." But you must have seen it at some point. "Leave Britney alone," and he or she they then was crying. And it is my honor to say that Selena Gomez, after what she did yesterday for like 20 minutes, has just become the successor of the "Leave Britney Alone" legendary meme, passing the torch. We are witnessing history being made. I mean, there's so many memes that have made. We're gonna watch a couple of them, by the way, throughout our show today. And also this from Logan Hall: the orcs have been officially vetted and cleared to enter Gondor. I don't really care, because when you mix reality with Tolkien, it's always something nice. Always something nice that comes. I don't know how is my nerd fuel, but it is my understanding that this is not really an orc. Please, Tolkien heads, please correct me if I'm wrong. This is not an orc, right? This is another race, or whatever. But what I do know is that when I say, or anybody says, Captain America, people think of Steve Rogers. Well, maybe people think about Chris Evans. I can understand that. This doesn't have subtitles. I should generate subtitles. Has subtitles like in Italian. We need subtitles in English right now. When the Uruk-hai, right? Miss Kyotos, is that wasn't from the Uruk-hai. Thank you. This is this race in here, Miss Kyoto. I think that Miss Kyoto is Uruk-hai are orcs. Oh, okay. That is interesting. We need Adrienne Curry in the show. It is an orc. Okay, Stella Case it is an orc. Maybe it's a family of orcs, not Uruk-hai. All right, we have a Tolkien discussion right now. Maybe we can have this discussion at the end of the show. But interesting, right? It's like, well, let's talk about when we say Captain America. It's like I immediately think of Steve Rogers. Like when you think of a Spider-Man, you think of Peter Parker, right? It's very easy. It's no big deal. But then we have the problem that in St. Valentine's Day, I think it's February 14th, if I remember correctly, is going to be premiered Captain America 4. It's a Brave New World. I don't know. They have changed that movie name so many times. And Anthony Mackie, that so far had been a level-headed actor, great actor, by the way. I think that he is great at his craft, level-headed. Like the thing didn't go to his head, but he just had his Rachel Ziegler moment. He just had his Rachel Ziegler moment. How is it possible? Like we are what? We are less than 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks to the premiere of the movie, and he says this. I'm going to play it because this video is making the rounds, and this is a problem when you want to appeal to everybody. Let's play this.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about
Sorry, I muted myself. Okay, now I have sound. But Captain America stands for so many things, especially for the America thing, because it's in the name. You see in the name, all right? It is like a can opener. You know that what does a can opener do? You can imagine that it opens cans. If it's Captain America, then you can imagine that has a lot to do with Captain America. But according to Anthony Mackie, who is not Captain America, but Falcon, with a very gay suit that resembles Captain America with the shield, of course, he says that, well, America is not a concept that has to do with Captain America. What? What? So is, well, as Gary Nerdrotic says, he is not Captain America. He is Captain African American, to be exact. That Captain Wakanda is more realistic. Mark is also, well, yeah, that would be a nice crossover. I would pay good money to watch Black Panther being, this crossover Black Panther and Captain America. Why not? And we finally get to see, with all these race swaps, we get to see Ryan Gosling as Black Panther, and the meltdown would be incredible. I want to watch that. Ryan Gosling as Black Panther, Captain America crossover. Captain MAGA. Captain MAGA. Well, what is this?
Those representations, America. I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations.
This movie is going to flop hard. This movie is going to flop in ways that I cannot describe. Captain DEI. Yeah, Captain DEI. I am 100% sure of this. Haley Atwell can kick Mackie's butt, and oh my God, she's hot. She's hot. Yeah. Well, whatever. I digress. But let's continue. Let's see if his words were taken out of context.
It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity.
And the shield. It is important to have the shield, but it's also important to be Steve Rogers, because if not, you're not Captain America.
Someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
Right. So it's I don't know. This is not cutting. It's truly generic.
It's kind of. This is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true.
Oh my God, he's going full Kamala. What happened to all these people that went all full Kamala? You never go full Kamala. You never go full Kamala, Anthony. You never go full Kamala. You know what happens when you go full Kamala. It is sad to do. Where's my clock? I always have my trusty clock. Okay, there's my clock here. You never go full Kamala with your word salad. And the word salad is because, we cannot say America. We need to say, I don't know, Captain China as well. China. Because, China has to be, we are all for inclusivity, not to limit America as well. You think that you're going to do the movie a favor saying this? I don't know. This is worse than Tom Holland spilling the beans on all Marvel projects. This is worse than Tom Holland. But by the way, this is something that I just heard, that Christopher Nolan is still one of my favorite directors. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy. Christopher Nolan is, I understand that he is going to film The Odyssey, and he just cast Tom Holland for the lead character. I am going to just assume, I don't want to assume things, but I'm just going to leave it there. And when we get confirmation, what is Tom Holland going to do? Well, we can talk about that. But this is going to be a massive flop. This is going to be a massive flop, and we already know that this budget has ballooned over $400 million.
When I was a kid, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save...
Oh, like Harry. You're slaying dragons like Harry.
The princess in the tower. That kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword, and he's really trying to save that princess.
And you really believe that you're Captain America. You have to, your red shoes, just clap them and say, "Hi, I'm Captain America. I'm Captain America." You're not, man. You're not. If they did this, look how they massacre my boy. It's not that. It's not that. Okay, we can negotiate. We can negotiate that Steve Rogers was not going to be Captain America anymore, but give that to Sergeant Bucky Burns. Why? Because you know that would be the best redemption arc possible to Bucky Burns, the Winter Soldier. Yeah, the guy killed people, including Tony Stark's parents, but he was all for justice, and he was like all for defending Steve when Steve was a wimp, and was all for all this principle and all what America stood for. So it would have been perfect to handle the shield, especially to the guy who has super soldier serum. It is a Soviet super soldier serum, but has superpowers. This guy is just a regular human with a shield, so he's gonna be squashed. I'm sorry. This was my nerd moment. This was my nerd discharge, but I think they should have given the shield to Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, Bucky, whatever you want to call him, because but of course they had to go with the DEI stuff. They had to make it diverse and gay, because there's nothing more gay than this current Captain America. So that is a fact. I think that even gay people agree with me. That is way too gay. That is way too gay.
One day, somebody told him, "No, there are no dragons. That's not a sword, and that princess is not there." And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, I am not. I want to watch good movies. Let's say the movies that I actually value are all those pre-2014. The last movie I watched was Argo. I hadn't watched Argo, by the way. I watched it like 2 days ago. It was great storytelling, great. I like the pacing of the movie, especially. I already knew how the movie ended, of course. But we need actual storytelling. I don't care if you are in a spandex suit. We need actual storytelling. And if my calculations are correct, we will see the actual end of woke and DEI for Disney past 2030. Remember that all the projects that they had up to this point are already underway. And Disney is still in charge of Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and all these huge industries, all these juggernauts of entertainment. But maybe they can scrap all that right away and realize that maybe what people want is actual stuff, actual movies that inspire people. You know something that just to finish today's nerd rant, is that Fantastic Four is set to release later this year, and we have seen zero of that. And that is concerning. That is really concerning. But not besides the fact that Reed Richards, I identify a lot with Reed Richards because of my sideburns, because of this. I have Reed Richards sideburns, just like him. And you got Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is Zendaya and Pedro Pascal is like it's like Hollywood. You'll have it's like the Clockwork Orange scene in which you are here and they open your eyes like this, and you are going to like and love and cheer for Pedro Pascal no matter what. And you're going to love and cheer for Zendaya no matter what. Like, you are going to love them. because we want you to do so. And I just don't get it. I mean, no problem with either Pedro or Zendaya. They had done nice jobs. I really don't remember one character from Pedro that I remember, and from Zendaya either. But yeah, Hollywood absolutely wants you to love them. But so we must love them. We must consume. Don't be concerned. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. What's funny is that this was going to be just a very short segment of talking about Anthony Mackie and the not Captain America thing. But you know, when it comes to entertainment and pop culture, I cannot hold myself. I cannot save The Last of Us. The Last of Us, I understand, was okay-ish the first season, right? I don't know. I didn't watch it. I haven't played the game, by the way. I haven't played the game. What games do you play, Jesus? I just play Doom Eternal over and over again. I must be like 800 hours by this point. 800 hours. I don't know. When I get obsessed with something, I just go for it over again. Okay, let's move on. Enough nerdish stuff for today. Let's talk about U.S. politics, because that's what you are here for. And I saw this clip and I found it really funny. This is another short clip that I wanted to show you. And this is Carl Higbie, just me casually eating tacos live on TV while talking about deporting illegal immigrants. I found this kind of things funny. Not gonna lie, I find these kind of things funny. Let's play this.
No tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? You gonna come take it out of my ham? I'm gonna eat half this plate during the break. Maybe I'll call the ICE hotline. I don't know if I'll have enough time.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you that looks nice. Let me see what he's eating. That looks like an empanada, by the way.
What are you gonna do? You gonna come take it out of my ham? I'm gonna eat half this plate during the break.
Okay, this is nice. This looks like our empanadas. No, this that must be a Mexican platter that looks like this. But this is our tacos. The tacos with the lemon. Oh my God, I love tacos. I could eat all of them, but then I would have to pay the price with the deadlifts. I'm ready to pay the price for all this. How many deadlifts are, a platter of tacos? Or that you always lose with those calculations. You always lose. Let me think of Brian Johnson for a second. Okay, Brian Johnson. Brian, guide me to the light of don't die.
Maybe I'll call the ICE hotline. I don't know if I'll have enough time. Sure. All kidding aside, it was actually really good taco. These people broke the law. They broke the law to get here, and once they were here, they broke the law again. It was just serious crimes, folks. These are not like shoplifting. That's
I always make fun of these people when they say, "Hey, you know what? How would you have all this cuisine, all these dishes, all this?" You go to Perplexity or YouTube or maybe Google, and you Google the recipe and you can make it yourself. Step by step. I'm pretty sure you can get very good tacos that way. Maybe not the first time, but once you have done them 100 times, I'm pretty sure that you can nail them. And other people will do that, and other people will may have a nice business of and so many Mexicans who are legally in the United States, they're gonna make bank, and good for them. It's good for anybody making bank in the United States. But right now we need to talk about a matter of branding. And branding, we're going to be talking about the Melania official picture, which is so amazing. But we need to understand, where does this picture come from? I'm going to adjust my screen just a bit, so we are sure that you can see it in its entirety. And where does it come from? I had a confusion first with Sarah Rose's picture. Neither of them are playing this time around. I knew that this was Trump's official, I was going to say official mugshot. Official mugshot of 2016, but I was not sure that this was Melania's official picture of 2016. It rang me to that this is not the real deal, and now you know that they mean business. But then I saw the tweet from Carlos Capi on X, and yeah, this looks more like it. This was Melania's actual official picture in 2017, right? 2017, sorry, that was not 2016, 2017. And yes, the change is right there. And the black and white, I'm sure that they released a color version. But what does this picture project for you? You know that one of the things that you need to be really careful when you're going to release an official picture, you're going to dress up, or you're going to have a picture for, I'm going to say your LinkedIn, but I don't want to say the words LinkedIn, because you know LinkedIn is so toxic that I don't want that bad juju in here. But anyway, whenever you want your brand to be represented by an image, you have to take into account everything, from what you wear, to your posture, to your body language, to the photo itself, to the quality of the photo, to the color, everything. And the first thing that I can say about this is one word: the contrast. And you remember what high contrast means? High contrast is always more dramatic. Everything that is high, what is high contrast is that you have blacks that are really black, all right? And you have whites that are really whites. Like you have this distinction of whites, the white of the sky in this case, that is very close to pure white, and the shadows are very close to pure black, and they are next to each other. And those blacks are precisely what Melania is wearing. She's wearing a white blouse, yes, but at the same time she's got a black suit that makes her look really powerful. Why does it make it look really powerful? For two reasons. First, black is a very powerful color. It's like you usually, and in general, you can imagine when you have seen black in movies, you read, oh yeah, whatever is black is powerful, and whatever is white is more innocent, is more, more naive. And let's not talk about Megan, because Megan's things is beige. Maybe we can talk about Megan later. We're going to be talking about Megan later, by the way. But in this case, she wanted the black and reinforce, contrast that black against the brightness of the background. And the fact that you can see Washington's DC obelisk in there, two things. It's like you're setting up the scene, okay? You're making a reference of where you are, like you are in charge. And at the same time, that bright sky, because it's a bright sky, it's a bit of a, it's like a bright future, okay? It's like we are looking at a bright future. It would be very different if imagine that she had the same posture, the same body language, the same suit, and the same color of her suit, as she was in this dark office, okay? Or maybe at an oval office with gray tones. It would be very different. But in this case, we have a very open sky, a clear sky, a very bright sky. So we have a bright future ahead because of that. We have that bright future, very open. There's a lot of air around of her, which gives some sort of halo. Her hair is, of course, perfectly perfectly done to one side. Okay, she's got, this is very important, neutral facial expression, which you remember that we saw the example from 2017 that she had, let's say, a hint of a smile. It was a smile, was not a complete smile, it was a genuine smile, but was a smile nonetheless. Right now, it's like she means business. Either way, you can still see a hint of a smile in there. You still feel that she's going to chop the heads of everyone who tried to, kill her husband and harm her family. She's going for all their heads, because she's going to put all those heads on a stake at the outside of the White House, and she's going to really be drinking her tea or her coffee as she is, or her liberal tears as she is watching the meltdown of everybody. The pose is a very classic, very professional, I could say even businesslike pose, in which she's got both of her hands not placed flat on that reflecting table. There's a bit of a dynamic posture of the hands, like she's just reaching out for the table, and that brings us to the shape. Generally, if you just squint a little, you see that she has a shape like a triangle shape. Again, her arms, her head, her hands, everything is forming that triangle shape, which a triangle in every single instance. The first symbol that is a triangle is ascension. A triangle points upward. A triangle that in this case is pointing upward. The triangle pointing downwards is a more feminine symbolism of the triangle, but the triangle pointing upwards is ascension and power as well. So yes, it's a very powerful image in every single way, you could say, but it's just a black and white picture. Yeah, it's extremely, I wouldn't say simple. I wouldn't say the word simple. En español sería sencilla. It's a not very complicated image, but in every single way, it has that, perfect combination of power and that she means business. What do you think about this? What do you think? I want to read your comments about Melania's official picture, because I think that it was just perfect. That's something that you see, and this is, spot on. So either way, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. We highlight the live chat right now. Let's go to the live chat and see what you have in mind about Melania's picture, official picture. Yeah, black and white is classy, very classy. We're here, and we have another topic which is important, by the way. Another topic which is extremely important. I'm gonna drink some water. And another topic that has to do with the dawn in this case. Our next topic has to do with the Don himself, and this, President Trump. We also have many violent criminals in our country. However, that did not necessarily come here illegally, but have been arrested 30 times. I don't want these violent repeat offenders in our country any more than I want illegal aliens from other countries who misbehave. So Donald Trump is making it very clear that it's not only the illegals that are being out, it's also those legal residents who have been arrested maybe not 30 times, maybe 2 times, maybe once. I don't know. I don't know how much he wants to push this. But yes, they should be out. as well. Oh, they should have no, they had the opportunity. I have told you many times, I'm not going to start with those rants. We're going to watch the video right now. But if you have the opportunity to be able to, well, be in the United States, you must behave like the best of the best. There's no question asked. There's no way that you cannot do that. You have to behave. Let's watch this.
They're very dangerous people. They're violent people. I used to say these are more violent than our criminals. In fact, the best part about them is they make our criminals look quite nice, actually, by comparison.
I said that about Chicago. People told me, oh yeah, the Chicago gangs are going to tear the Venezuelan gangs apart. And I say, and I had to use my conceited face. I don't know. I know my people. And when it comes to gangs and thugs, Venezuelans, we have nothing compared to Mexicans. What the Mexican cartels do, that is next level. That is like a platinum level. Okay, we could be like gold level. Then Chicago gangs can be silver level. But let's not compare gangs. Let's not. You're gonna lose either way. We are. The problem with Venezuelans is that we have nothing to lose. The other option is what? Going back to Venezuela? Oh, no, please, no, God. That is the big difference. So if you're in Chicago and you're a thug, you're in Chicago and you end your thuggery night and you go back to home and everything is nice. But if you're Venezuelan, you're in Chicago, you know that you're caught, you're sent back to Venezuela. And if you're sent back to Venezuela, you're gonna be failed in the eyes of your thought leaders back then in Venezuela, and you're gonna get killed in very creative ways. And that's why, yeah, it's like Venezuelan gangs have a lot more to lose. So yeah, they could rip Chicago gangs apart. But let's continue.
They are very violent people. We also have many violent criminals in our country, however, that did not necessarily come here illegally, but have been arrested 30 times, 35 times, 41, 42 times in a couple of cases, 25 times, 18 times.
They should have a record for that. There should be a record, a public record of oh, this guy has been arrested more than 40 times. Let's give him some kind of medal or something, and give anybody who releases them 40 times a medal of, I don't know, imbecility, malevolence, I don't know, maybe a combination of both.
Many for murder and other heinous charges, such as pushing people into subways. As the train's coming along at 45 miles an hour, boom, you get pushed into the subway. They had it last week. Hitting them in the head with baseball bats while they're not looking, punching old ladies in the face, knocking them unconscious.
New York City, yeah, you know, New York City, that you have to be on the lookout of baseball bats. People randomly slashing people in the face. What kind of life is that? Oh yeah, sanctuary city. Those are the two words. Make sure that you punish them with your vote next time.
Stealing their purse. They even break into apartments and rape elderly women and beat up elderly men, beat them to hell. And I don't want these violent repeat offenders in our country any more than I want illegal aliens from other countries who misbehave.
Well, one of the things that I was reading is that it seems that Donald Trump wants to get to some kind of arrangement with El Salvador's Nayib Bukele, in which El Salvador will provide some kind of area in which for all those countries who do not want their criminals and their illegals deported to, the United States will send those people to that detention center in El Salvador. And you know how Bukele will treat them. So the magical thing is that United States would not need to sort out things with other countries. If you don't want them, they're going to El Salvador. Bukele is going to take good care of them. Good care. You know what good care means in El Salvador, by the way. And of course, I'm sure that the United States is going to pay El Salvador something for that service. Everybody wins. I think that is a total win for me. I think that in that area in El Salvador, they should organize some kind of battle royale. As I've told you this before, between 100 guys, and the last man standing, I don't know, gets a free pizza, something like that. Or the Running Man. Remember the Running Man? And we have that televised, but more money, and you can use that money to make a bigger facility for more inmates. Well, you wouldn't need a bigger facility if they kill each other. I mean, we have to take a look at the math of that math and mathing. But you understand that I think that would be a great exchange, and that would solve so many problems. And oh my God, I can only imagine the headlines. Oh, the human rights. Oh, the human rights. It's the countries like Colombia who said, we are not going to accept our own citizens. How does that work? How can a country say we are not going to accept our own citizens into our own country? That doesn't make sense anymore. But yeah, that also means that if you self-deport from the United States, maybe nothing will happen to you. But if you are caught by Tom Homan, that is going all Judge Dredd on these people, sorry, I'm still in my nerd rant. If Tom Homan goes all Judge Dredd on these people, and you get caught, you might get to that detention facility in El Salvador and say goodbye to whatever rights you were expecting. Say goodbye to the tacos, say goodbye to the arepas, say goodbye to everything. So you better self-deport. This is a public service announcement. Self-deport. Make it easy for everybody. Do it. Just do it, man. So.
And I say, and this is subject to getting it approved, but if they've been arrested many, many times, they're repeat offenders by many numbers, I want them out of our country. I also will be seeking permission to do so. We're going to get approval, hopefully, to get them the hell out of our country along with others. Let them be brought to a foreign land and maintained by others for a very small fee as opposed to be maintained in our jails.
It's cheaper to have a detention center in El Salvador than in the United States. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
For massive.
It's like Squid Games, Hunger Games, do it, everything, Running Man, all at the same time, PUBG Battlegrounds, but in real life, give them, no, I told you, don't give them guns, give them rocks, bats with nails, machetes, and something like that. I don't know, make it the more melee possible. That would be a good show.
Including the private prison companies that charge us a fortune. Now, let them be brought out of our country and let them live there for a while. Let's see how they like it. You'll see crime all over the country dry up. Essentially, that's what Venezuela and other countries are doing. They're getting rid of their...
Venezuela mentioned. I have to do a little dance because Venezuela was mentioned.
That's what Venezuela and other countries are doing. They're getting rid of their criminals and putting them into the United States of America. And their crime is down by almost 80%.
Still, I don't recommend that you go to Venezuela. And if you go, make sure that you get yourself a local guide to know your bearings around, okay? It doesn't mean that you can just go to Venezuela. You've been warned.
We're going to restore law and order in America, and we want to bring back the death penalty for these horrible people that kill people.
Yeah.
They kill people.
As they say, make gallows great again. But again, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments, because this is an issue that needs to be discussed. Even if the opinions that I see in the live chat are all aligned into, yeah, let's go full Running Man with this. Let's go Running Man. You know, Running Man, that you got, I don't know, maybe you got like 20 or 30 illegals. You give them a 15-minute advantage. Advantage is a word. A lead. And then you release 3 or 4 bounty hunters after them and televise the whole thing. I'm up for that. These are the timest of times. We live in the times of times. There's so many possibilities. Someone, oh, Jesus, they are human beings. They are, yeah, that's why they are thinking human beings. They have a great matter. They have a, they are, aware of what they have been doing. They are aware of the odds. And if you want to play with your odds, if you want to play with, if you want to goof around with Judge Dredd, Tom Homan, then let's play a game. Let's play a game. Well, that's from Saw, by the way. Actually, Trump has been really quiet with regards to Venezuelan illegals. What is he going to do about it? That is my question as well, Gabriela. We got this from Colombia, but we don't know what's going to happen with Venezuela, because with Venezuela we already had the the American embassy in Venezuela closed from a few years ago. We already have sanctions for Venezuela. Don't worry. The people in Venezuela are F up, not because of U.S. sanctions, but because of the government itself. And because the sanctions are for essentially the members of the government. Okay, and you might remember that Biden even green-lighted Chevron still operated in Venezuela. So if you are a Chavista, if you are next to Maduro, you will be right. Nothing's going to happen to you. The problem is that if you are a Venezuelan de a pie, venezolano and como cualquiera, you're essentially F up. Okay, that's the problem because of the government of Venezuela. But I don't know how is Donald Trump going to force Maduro into accepting this gang member. So the best approach would be that instead of sending the Tren de Aragua to Venezuela, which Maduro already said that he's not going to accept them, and there is not much to do about that. Maybe Trump can take away what Biden gave Maduro in terms of operating these oil rigs. I'm not completely informed about that, but that's the thing. Then he can just send the Tren de Aragua members, the Venezuelan gang members, to El Salvador. Problem solved. Running Man. We got Running Man season 1. The whole Venezuelan thing reminds me of Jack Ryan's season 2. Yeah. On point, Jean Cartier. On point. Let's talk about another bout of misinformation. Let's talk about another bout of misinformation at this time. This time, the most recent misinformation campaign, especially trying to stir up racism, comes from the New Yorker. A New York magazine accusing others of cruelty is like Stalin accusing others of running poorly maintained jails. This was his first tweet by Mark Andreessen. And you see the cover of the magazine saying, "The Cruel Kids Table," outlaid with the young right as they contemplate cultural domination by Brock Collier. And they made sure on the cover of the magazine include only white people. White people. Oh, it's just the Cruel Kids Table. Oh, those white people are so cruel. What is this about? What is this about? I don't need my headphones for this one. Let me rest from the headphones for this one. What is this about? And the truth is, the truth of the matter, as Christopher Barnard highlights here, New York Magazine literally cropped all the black people out of this cover photo and then complained that the entire room is white. And let's see the text itself, okay, that actually you can read it yourself. Have you noticed the entire room is white? And also, almost everyone is white. Oh, how white is this? How white is this? But it so happens that the entire picture, when you look at the entire picture, they were misleading everyone, and they just cut black men, black guys from the actual cover just to steer racism. Oh, let's be racist. And we also have people like CJ Pearson. Sorry, let me see. CJ Pearson, what he says. This is insane. He, CJ Pearson, hosted this event, and New York Magazine intentionally left me out of their story because it would have undermined their narrative that MAGA hats is some racist cult. They also didn't include the fact that Waka Flocka and Gervonta were also there. You don't hate the liberal media enough. And this is why, the good thing is that this is why the liberal media and the traditional media are dying. Because there are a bunch of liberals that they just want to push a narrative. They just want to push a narrative. And you see that CJ Pearson, Pearson is black. The guy is black. And he hosted the event. And co-chair, GOP Youth Advisory Council, Gen Z Republican strategist. All right. So he's a full Republican. And we also have Waka Flocka, who was the name on that tweet. Waka Flocka Flame. He looks like a cool guy to be. He must be pissed that he was being, let's say, excluded from the party just to fit some kind of narrative. And this is very important. I told you with the Melania analysis that how powerful can be a picture in terms of representing something. And this is important thanks to Boreal Baron on X. They purposefully took the pictures with the worst lighting to make the party look sinister. But the people look better than anything leftists could ever pull off. Think of a feminist march or an Antifa mugshot. Those are the mirror images of this. And in this case, they manipulated the color range, the lighting, everything to look gloomy. You see this, and you see that the picture looks gloomy. You do this by manipulating the contrast, and you can see that, yes, they made sure that included the frame only the white people. They left out the diversity, the actual diversity, because that didn't fit their narrative. You see the other pictures, like this one, for example. You need to make sure that we cannot see any black people in those pictures. And it looks like, have this huge light from under the camera. So that's why you see those ominous shadows projecting on the ceiling. I mean, how do you do this? You do this with a special light so it looks ominous, like you are about to be eaten, like you are next. You see that this guy's shadow is projected on the ceiling. This was on purpose. They brought this huge light, this very bright light. They put this under the camera so they looked ominous. White people are ominous. But I can see a black lady in here. I see a black lady in here. It's like they almost were this close to photoshopping her out. Oh, black lady, no, Photoshop her out. Photoshop her out because we need to represent the white people. And this is what you got as well. Oh, look at here. Look at with all the decadence and all the red and all the excess and all that and all. They are laughing. How racist that they are laughing and smiling and having a good time. How dare them? You need the Greta Thunberg meme in here. How dare them? It's it's like how come? How do they expect to get away with this? I mean, I am not surprised that they get away with this, because we need to remember that sadly there's a reality. X is not real life. Twitter is not real life. Okay, many people are not in Twitter. I know that many of you are not on X. I know that being on X is can be hard for your sanity, for your your state of mind. I can understand that. So many people are not on X, and many people are not aware that we expose things on X. That's why being on Rumble is okay. But on Rumble, you see the people that, many people are already aware of these scams, of these hoaxes, of these lies, of all that the mainstream media and those liberal media are trying to push. But that's why being on YouTube is so important. And speaking in this about these issues in the way that we do. I say we do because I talk about them, but you do your best in the comments and the live chat as well. Because we bring this awareness to the people who are not aware of this, don't have an X account. So we need to bring awareness to this. All the lies that these magazines, channels, podcasts are trying to push on people. And once we do that, we will bring, sanity to the masses. Oh, they will realize, then why would they do that? And you will answer very easily. They do that because they want to set up a narrative of division, of racism. They absolutely need it. And they are so lame that they need the racism alive and kicking so they can make money, so they can profit from the manufactured racism. The manufactured racism that comes all the way from Barack Obama's term and a little bit before that. But that's what we are standing up against, and that's why we are standing up for common sense. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let me see your live chat. Let me see the live chat. I haven't tried X yet. Yeah, it's X can be a wild ride. X can be like Isa man. I'm not on any social media. That is interesting. It's like, for example, since I decided to stay on Instagram in spite that Meta deleted my Facebook page, I decided to use Instagram for let's say to my advantage. And I make sure that when I open Instagram, all my feed is architectural sketches. Something that I always like to do. By the way, you might know me about drawing people and portraits. But the thing that fascinates me the most is architectural sketching. Okay, so that is something that I just love. And industrial design, concept drawing. That is two things that I'm fascinated about. And in that case, I have social media, and I make sure that the social media is adapted to to what I want. You can do that on X as well, if you can, if you make sure to tell the algorithm, I don't like this, I do like this, I don't like this, I do like this. The algorithm in every social media will adapt pretty quickly to you. So we are continuing today with the next topic. What is the next topic? What else do we have? What else do we have? In the chamber of secrets. What do we have? Let me see. See the news. We have a couple topics. There's still a couple topics today. You have become one of my favorite podcasts, my brother, Psychological Profiler 102. I want to know why I became your favorite podcast. That is something that it's a question that I ask, and I really thank you. I really thank you, Psychological Profiler 102. I wanted to know why do you watch my show? It is the analysis, it's the commentary, it's the humor. I guess it's a mix of everything. Ross Murphy, hello Ross. Social media is a trap too many get addicted to. TikTok is nothing but drama. You can actually, thank you Ross, you're on point as well. TikTok, you can actually program TikTok to do whatever you want. For example, if you want to just find independent musicians, you can program TikTok every single time you see slop, maybe AI slop, or maybe thirst traps, which abound on every social media. For example, on X, I have any sensitive images, I have them turned off. But in TikTok, I still check TikTok every now and then, but I mostly have it configured to find independent musicians, especially electronica, guitarists, cello players. It's like I open my TikTok and TikTok already knows what to show me. That you can train very quickly in just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, you begin scrolling, you see something that you don't care about, you say, don't show me this. They will do it. They just want you to spend more time in their platforms. So the moment that you say, hey, I don't want to see any more thirst traps. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. You know, those. I understand that could be, easy on the eyes, right? Lady that looks like she spray painted her yoga pants doing squats, but. Okay, what's the point? What's really the point? I want to see things that are fulfilling. So you just say that, oh, I don't want to watch this. That's something that I did on X. I basically turned X into my main research tool. And yes, you can find a lot of slop. You can find stupid things on X. You can find the spray painted yoga pant squatting girls on X as well. Just tell X, I'm not interested in that, and then you can configure that. And I just have this constant. I want all the thirst trap. Well, you can configure Instagram like in 10 seconds for that, because that's if you leave Instagram as is, you're gonna have all the thirst traps for you. I'm not gonna explain the term. Jesus is the best because he doesn't self-censor. Thank you, the parameter 203477. I sometimes try to go easy on some topics. You know that some topics I sometimes I am unfiltered. I try to be as fair as I can. I try to be all about common sense. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. But in cases like this, the one that we're going to address right now, where it is, I lost it. Where is this? Here it is. We have the captions, we have everything. We're going to talk about manipulation right now. Then become a member is his decision. If you become a member, there are 5 tiers. There are 5 tiers to become a member on my YouTube channel. And the first one, the bronze body member, you will get access to all my exclusive content. Just check the join button right below this video on your YouTube player. You would see subscribe. You are subscribed, right? You are subscribed to my channel. You are subscribed to my channel. That is important. That is important. Thank you, FJ, the only YouTube membership I have. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, FJ. Go subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like every video, and make sure that you check the join button if you want. There are 5 tiers, and every tier is loaded with special perks. Every tier is loaded with special perks, all the way to the emerald tier. That is the highest tier possible of my members. But let's talk about manipulation. And in some ways, let's say that gaslighting is a form of manipulation that we have addressed on this channel so many times. But there's one kind of gaslighting that I despise, maybe over all the other. all the others, which is religious gaslighting. When somebody uses or tries to use religious, let's say, arguments or commands or dogmas to gaslight you. Oh, yeah, you have to do this. You have to do this because religion says so and so. And if you don't do this, then you're bad, I don't know, Christian, or this is the worst way of gaslighting, in my opinion, because they try to do the gaslighting from a moral grandstanding, perhaps one of the highest moral grandstanding, because you're saying, oh, God is going to be mad at you if you are a bad Christian for doing such and such. But let's play this. I found online. Don't forget that Jesus was once a refugee. So we're Mary and Joseph. Oh, right. I know where you're coming from, Grandpa. I know where you're coming from, but going to expose you anyway. Let's watch this.
Hey everyone, it's Father Jim Martin. Hope you're well. Yesterday on social media, I posted a few things about why Catholics and Christians are called to care for refugees and migrants.
Yeah, because, well, it's like no matter what, even if you are hard-working citizen of your country, even if you're paying your taxes, you somehow how to allow your government letting hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people into your country to live at your expense for no particular reason. And you cannot control that. And you have no say in that. I think that is quite unfair. I think that that's something that's been imposed on you by third parties, which in this case, the third party is the government. We're talking about the bad Biden-Harris government in the sense of the USA, or, well, in the case of the UK, is both Tories and Labour have been guilty of this. So they cannot escape that. They cannot escape that. But it's a bit of a faulty reasoning that having to force those immigrants down your throat because, well, if not, you're not good Christian. God will not love you.
It's basically because Jesus asks us to. In Matthew 25, he says to, well...
This is something that I need to tell you. I'm a Christian, right? Some of you know that my approach to Christianity is bespoke. It's something that I'm not going to go into much detail, but I consider myself a Christian. I follow Jesus Christ. I believe in God. I pray. But the moment that somebody begins to try to have arguments straight from the Bible, okay, let's cite this verse. That begins. I immediately switch off. I immediately switch off. I mean, the Bible, hands down, greatest book ever written. We can learn so much from the Bible. But the moment you use the Bible to debate, I don't know, that doesn't fly with me. That doesn't fly with me. I want to know. I mean, I can use the Bible for reflection. I can use the Bible for interpretation because like taking the Bible at face value in my book, pun intended, is not something that you want to do, because if you take the Bible at face value, literally, you have to take the entire Bible literally, and yeah, there are many things that you're not going to like and many things that are not going to make sense because you need to interpret that. This is, I mean, this is not a discussion about the Bible itself, but it's just, in my opinion, the moment that you try to use the Bible to sustain your argument, personally, your argument is invalid. It's that simple. You're trying to cherry pick. You're already trying to cherry pick whatever is in the Bible for your own sake. That is my personal opinion. You are welcome to have your own opinion about this. You're welcome to say your opinion in the live chat. But for me, that is a no-no. I immediately, no, this is not a discussion. This discussion has ended already. But well, let's continue.
Is to welcome him and more pointedly, not to welcome the stranger is not to welcome him. But there's also another reason, which is that Jesus himself was a refugee. Now, you might think I've never heard of that. But in the second chapter of Matthew, after the Nativity, Joseph takes Mary and Jesus away from their homeland to Egypt to flee the murderous designs of King Herod.
Well, that's correct. That's actually correct. He's not lying. He is recounting it, and it actually fits the definition of refugee so far.
And the classic definition of a migrant, a refugee, is someone who flees their homeland out of a well-founded fear of persecution. Which
this is pretty much spot on. No complaints so far. He's got a point.
Is exactly what's going on. Now, sometimes people say, "Oh, well, it was the same country because it was all under the Roman Empire," but give me a break. They are fleeing Judea and Galilee. I doubt that they thought that Egypt was their homeland.
Yeah, so far his argument stands. It fits the definition of a refugee. You're escaping some kind of prosecution. In this case, you're gonna get your baby killed. So yeah, you have to flee, and you're a refugee in a foreign land.
And Father Dan Harrington in the Sacra Pagina series reminds us that Egypt was not under Herod's jurisdiction.
Okay, you're getting into too much details, which are diluting your argument. But again, you are free to continue.
By the way, over my shoulder is a painting done by a Ugandan refugee I worked with named Didas Kamagunga. It's called Our Lady of the Refugees, and that's Mary taking Jesus to Egypt.
What the fuck? That's who? What?
Didas Kamagunga. It's called Our Lady of the Refugees, and that's Mary taking Jesus.
No, man. You went full Disney. You went full Disney in this. Again, this is the kind of videos I see trending on X. I just put in there. I'm going to try to watch them and react to them live. And he went full Netflix, not Disney, Netflix on this. Mary carrying Jesus. Fuck's sake. What the fuck is this? This no. This if you were doing so well with the refugee analogy, but I was willing to accept that. Then you began to enter, but Egypt was not really. By the way, besides, you already lost me. What the fuck is this? What the fuck, man? Who said that the guy has white guilt? Completely. That's on point. That is on point. That's not Mary. That's not Mary. It's like making a movie about Rosa Parks and you cast Tilda Swinton. That's not gonna. Well, Tilda Swinton can do anything, but that is not gonna fly with your target audience. That is not gonna fly with your target audience. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, man, no. You already completely killed your own argument. Now your argument is automatically invalid after this.
Refugees, and that's Mary taking Jesus to Egypt. He was a refugee in East Africa where I was working. And it also gives rise to some other beautiful images, like these from Kelly Lattimore. This is La Sagrada Familia. It's the Holy Family as refugees, as migrants along the border, and then migrants and refugees in the Middle East. So as we think about how we talk about refugees...
I can understand. It's like when we talk about Meghan and Harry, that we are going to be talking about Meghan and Harry in a minute. I understand the grift, right? I understand the grift. There is a market for this. There is a market for this. And what the market wants, the market gets. And somebody's going to give what the market wants. I have said that many times, and that is my recommendation to anybody who wants to make a living. Okay, you have to identify your skills, But you have to give the market what the market wants. And I can understand that these artists said, well, the market needs a Netflix reimagining of whatever it's in the Bible, especially, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So let's give the... My complaint is that he has shown African American, Mary and Jesus, Mexican, Mary and Jesus, Middle East, Mary and Jesus. But I need alien Mary and Jesus, like xenomorphs, actual xenomorphs. What is the problem with xenomorphs that they are not in here? Aliens, the James Cameron, the Ridley Scott thing, the ones designed by H.R. Geiger. We need those as well. We need I don't know, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, xenomorphs. Because if you are a bigot, if you don't have a bigot, Sagrada Familia, you're a bigot. This is unacceptable. I'm out of here.
Migrants and how we treat them. It's not simply that Jesus asks us to welcome them and to treat them with dignity, but that Jesus himself was a refugee or a migrant.
Your argument was doing nice until you shoot yourself in the foot. You shot yourself in the foot. That was not my fault. That was yours. I was willing. I was willing to listen. Oh my God.
So, just something to keep in mind. God bless you.
Yeah, I want to keep that in mind. I will have to, whitewash that from my mind. I have enough from Netflix and whatever Netflix does to these adaptations. And you are giving Netflix ideas. Maybe the xenomorph. No, maybe that's sacrilegious. That's sacrilegious. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Let me see the live chat. What the fuck's sake? When I saw the Mexican Mary and Jesus, with the baseball, Joseph with the baseball cap. And why Joseph had a baseball cap? I need to watch that again. I need to. Where's Mexican Mary and Jesus? Where's it? Why Joseph? I'm gonna put that again. I need to put that one again. But by the way, Joseph totally looks like Pedro Pascal in here. But what he needs is not a cap. He needed the full mariachi hat. They needed the full mariachi hat in this. Yeah. And this is not Mary. This is some lady named Consuelo or something. Yeah, this is Consuelo with, I don't know, David perhaps. I don't know. This is, I mean, what the F this is. Not gonna lie, this is the best. This is the best entertainment that there's out there. You will not find better entertainment than this. You would not find Jesus invented tacos. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, blasphemous. Ranger comments. Well, we cannot have a complete show. We cannot have a complete show without talking about those who shall not be named. Those who shall not be named. But this is something that I have to do. And those who shall not be named, I need to pay homage to the Royal Rogue and talk about Meghan, the Duchess of Sausages, and open with such an amazing crossover. We have seen so many things these days, and Selena Gomez meme has been perfect for this. Thanks to all credit goes to Queen of Memes 80, Meghan Markle parody on X. You can see her. This is so awesome. The all credit goes for Meghan Markle parody who did this.
Oh my God.
I have to lower the volume to not get triggered.
Let's go.
No.
I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it.
This is not
Surprising people
elevated.
with
I'm
moments
so
that
sorry.
let them know I was really
I'm so sorry. This is everything. This, put it in the Louvre. Like today, like right now. Trump should sign an executive order to put this in the Louvre. Like right now.
Okay. Oh God, no. No. Oh God,
This is
no.
probably one of the most
What is
glamorous
this
moments
shit?
of my
What
life.
is this shit? What is this shit?
I'm gonna share some little tips and tricks. I see what
Oh,
color
God,
I
why?
gravitate to,
This
and
is
everything
not
goes from there.
elevated.
No, this is the funny thing. Again, I need to give her a shout out again. Queen of Memes 80 on X. Make sure to follow her because this was just brilliant. Okay, so we have the actual news that we need to talk about. Talk about. You remember my memes of Megan and Taco Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Today could be Taco Tuesday with Megan. No, we don't have Megan with Taco Tuesday because, well, Megan hasn't started her cooking show. And the fact is that thanks to Royally Sage, who screenshotted this from SMM on Netflix, nearly 180,000 dislikes the official trailer of Netflix or Megan's cooking show with Love, Megan. Almost 180,000 dislikes to 18, almost 19,000 likes. This is brutal. This is brutal. This is how you know that it's not like this is going to bomb. It's like you notice that. You realize what I did. I was doing the meme of that black guy with the yellow blazer, behind the tree, like just expecting, oh, this is gonna be good. I began rubbing my hands unconsciously. I did not plan this. It was just, I'm just waiting for those episodes to drop, and oh my God, the Royal Rogue is gonna have like 2-hour lives every day analyzing that, was just having fun, making all the memes. We have the best memes. The Royal Rogue is like the Donald Trump of royal commentators. We have the best memes, the best comments, the best of everything, and double that, platinum, emerald, everything. I'm just waiting for that to drop. And meanwhile, the reason that it hasn't dropped is that they know it's gonna bomb so hard that they're trying to know, how can we figure this out? How can we figure this out? Meghan Markle delays new episodes of her Arse Wives. You remember that Meghan used to have a podcast? Meghan used to have a podcast. Like she had like 12 episodes. I don't remember how many episodes. Delays new episodes of her Arse Wives podcast after postponing her Netflix cookery show. I wouldn't say cookery, but let's replace this C with an F. Much more appropriate. Replace this C with an F, and then you have the actual name of the qualifier of Meghan's show. Okay, yeah, that would be just perfect. Following bombshell claims about the disastrous production in Vanity Fair article. You know that some people in that Vanity Fair article had needed psychological treatment, therapy. They needed therapy after working on Meghan's podcast because, well, you know that we have already analyzed Meghan. We already got to the very vanilla conclusion that she's a control freak. I'm not going to let's say blame her, because I could be a control freak. I'm not a raging narcissist at the same time, which contributes that, I don't get into so much trouble as Meghan, but especially the people who work for Meghan. Oh my God. Since I had the benefit that I am a one-man band in here, so if I have to yell at anybody, it has to be, I don't know, maybe at the camera and looking at myself, because I don't have anybody to blame here. But imagine those people working for Meghan. Imagine the people working for her in the cooking show, and imagine those people, all those 3 production teams that she had for the cooking show, 3 of them. One of them was commissioned by Netflix directly. Realizing that the show that they have been working on, and I said I was wrong. I thought that they had canceled it altogether. It's gonna flop. It's gonna flop hard. And we see the comment from According to Taz. Big shout out to According to Taz. Oh no, surely not. Well, given Rebecca Sananes, who actually came up with the idea for Archwipes quit Archwell Audio, then slammed her former boss for using her idea and destroying it. I am not surprised that Meghan is unable to come up with anything new on her own. That's what I don't understand. So many people who would be willing to go and work for her, to give her ideas, to I don't know, to make whatever she's thinking about a reality. Because it's an opportunity. It's a platform. I've said that time and time again. The platform of Meghan and Harry is never going to, is not going anywhere. It's going to be there. They will lose relevancy. They will be cheaper and cheaper. They will be the Temu Royals for rent. But there will still be Meghan and Harry. And whatever they touch will have the reverse Midas touch. Okay, it's going to turn to, whatever Harry has on his head. Whatever Harry did to his head, by the way. But that is the reality. We not only have the delay of the cooking show, but also of the podcast, and we don't have anything else. It is said, those are rumors, that WME, the agency that was representing Meghan since 2023, if I remember correctly, from April 2023, that we got news of that, has dropped her. I don't think that they want anything to do with her because it has been so difficult. And we know of all those, let's say, encounters of the worst kind with Ari Emanuel, WMA's CEO, because they say, okay, well, Serena Williams forced us, strong-armed us into, twist our arm to accept Meghan as a client. But it has been so bad in terms of so difficult, so, pathetic, bad juju, you name it. So I wouldn't be surprised that they wanted to get rid of her. This one's good. They will really be done when they start selling hello videos on the Cameo app. Yeah. Oh, a hello video from Meghan for $100. Oh, that would be that would be so fun. Yeah, you're spot on, Stella. They still need, for me, I've always say that the rock bottom is gonna be the reality show. When there's nowhere to go, they will make an actual reality show. Meet the Harkles. I remember I almost produced that show. I made so many memes about Meet the Harkles that it's like I have enough content to actually produce that show, but I won't. I want to see Meghan do that herself, if she can do something by herself, if she actually did something by herself back in the TIG era, because it seems that not even the TIG was her idea or her work, because I cannot understand how she can't do anything herself or have anybody do things for herself and let able people do the job. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Yeah, dumpster fire. Yeah, Meet the Harkles. I remember that I had even a black and white image of them and some script font. It was like I Love Lucy, but it's like I Meet the Harkles. It was perfect. It was just get this done. Just like make this. I will tell Megan, let's do something. I will produce. The body language guy will produce your reality show. I will have 100% creative. I will never get that. 100% creative power over this, and we will split profits. And if this doesn't make $100 million, then you can keep all the money. Well, how about it? Let's place that bet. She won't do that. She won't do that. She won't accept my. I could make Meet the Harkles. Shopping channel next. Oh my God, Megan would be perfect for the shopping channel. Now we're seeing this, this pan, non-stick pan, and you let me try to fry an egg in here in this non-stick pan for you. If you call in the next 20 minutes, you will get it from $19.99. If you call in the next 20 minutes, then you will get this chopper, chop, and she can she can do. You remember that classic ad, right? Like the chopper, the guy that with the chopper. Mira mi huevo. Oh, tendrás huevos más frescos. Remember that ad? What was the name of that ad? I'm gonna find it. The chopping device ad. Slap chop. Oh my God.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop.
Oh, Slap Chop. That's we need. I'm going to get a copyright stuff, but I don't care. I'm going to play this. At least I'm gonna play this because it's so funny. We need to remember this from the era. See, you need to remember this. The Slap Chop is less than two minutes long. Less than 2 minutes long. Where's it? Let me unmute. That guy went to prison. I didn't know that. Okay, this is not what. Oh, you're seeing my. Let me see, May. This is. I was playing with my camera and my. Let me see, Google Chrome. Okay, this is it. You remember this?
It's with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your trouble.
This is too loud. This is too loud. Okay.
Away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato. One slap, you got big chunks for stews. 2 slaps, home fries in a second. And look at this.
Wow. Can you imagine? I can imagine Megan doing this. I can imagine Megan doing. Maybe Megan can also go for that. Those weights that move. Those weights that you hold in your hands and they move and they exercise your arms like this. Megan would be perfect for that as well. Yeah. And Harry, Harry is called a wanker so many times.
You add a mushroom, the more you do it, the finer it gets. You don't have to switch any blades. You love salad, you hate making it. Take the stringy celery, take the carrots, salad. I love pizza too, but once in a while, get the veggies in. At least throw it on top of the pizza.
She just has to remember the script. She can remember the script, right? Like she worked for Suits.
Tuna looks boring. Stop having a boring tuna.
He fought a hooker in 2009. Jan Cartier, you are into the phone. You are the Paris Hilton. You're the Paris Hilton of my live chat. You're in the loop. I didn't know any of this. He fought a hooker in 2009. I want to read that story. The shake weight. Yeah, I remember the shake weight. That is CW. Oh, CW. You know what I was talking about, CW. You know what I was talking about. Why would you know what I was talking about? The shake weight. The shake weight. Well, let's see these.
Tuna. Stop having a boring life. Here's a hard-boiled egg. One chop. You add the pickle. You add the green onion. And then what you can do, you can mix.
No, but the best version of this is the Spanish version. because this guy did the Spanish version himself. It was so funny because he did the Spanish version himself. Let me switch this while I play the Spanish version because this is.
Hola, soy Vince con.
I see the Spanish version. I cannot help laughing at this. Let me see what is from. Oh, you cannot hear that. You cannot hear Vince.
Esto te va a fascinar. Mira, papa. Un golpe. Grandes, más golpes. Papas fritas.
Papas fritas.
Un champiñón. Entre más lo haces, más fino. Odias hacer ensaladas. Por eso no
I remember this.
las haces. Mira, un golpe, ensalada. Te alimentarás mejor.
Te alimentarás mejor. It's very, very. I always laugh when I hear this because it's so funny. So funny too. Props to the guy who tried to, speak in his very nice Spanish. It was nice Spanish. But the best part is when he says, mira mi huevo.
Mira, 5 segundos y listo. No más tuna aburrida. Mira.
No más tuna aburrida. And now, mira mi huevo.
Mira mi huevo.
No, I have to play that again. I have to play. Mira mi huevo.
Listo. No más tuna aburrida. Mira mi huevo. Un golpe combina diferentes cosas. Ahora tu vida está más excitante. ¿Tuna lista?
Tu vida está más... Estela, you know. You and me know. You and me know, Stella. Mira mi huevo. Mi vida será más excitante. This is something that I can't with this.
Desayuno rápido. Pon las nueces. Tapa incluida. Es tan fácil. Un dedo. Cualquiera lo hace.
Anybody can do this. Megan can do this. Yeah. What are we watching here? Margie, we're watching what Megan can do in the shopping channel when everything else goes to the gutter, which is very soon. This is what Megan is going to be doing in the shopping channel very, very soon.
Te cuesta $1 en la tienda de helados. También frutas. Delicioso. Fácil.
It's a bit... Mira mi huevo, pone pepinillo helado. Yes.
Limpiar. 1, 2 y 3. Este no se abre. No se puede abrir. No es bueno. ¿Ok? Cebollas te hacen llorar. Me hacen llorar. No más llorar. Mira.
No más llorar. No más llorar. Cebollas te hacen llorar. No más llorar. No más llorar.
La cebolla. En segundos. La cáscara se desprende.
Desprende. La cáscara se desprende. Of course, you bought the slap chop. I never got the slap chop, but I got all the reviews that this doesn't do what the guy says that this should be doing. This just doesn't work, which is unsurprising for something that is called the slap chop. And you know that it's yeah, the Spanish, my Spanish speaking body language bodies know that this is this is so so funny.
Tomates, cilantro, chiles. En segundos, salsa fresca. Al comprar slap chop, recibe Grady para el queso. Queso amarillo y blanco.
Queso amarillo y blanco.
Las navajas están por dentro. Tacos, burritos, linguini.
Tacos, burritos, deportations don't matter. You will have tacos, burritos at home. Tacos, burritos, we have to update this. No Mexicans needed. Deportations, we have this.
Perecini, martini, bikini. Simplemente lo golpeas. Viene con 2 navajas y tapa. Mantiene el queso fresco.
Slap Chop vende por $19.95.
There you have. We have to look for the shave weight. We have to look for the shave weight. Oh yes. Where is it? Shave weight. We need to go for the... Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going to show the shake weight because, yeah, we're already here.
Ladies, when you...
I'm going for the shake weight. I'm going for the shake weight ad. There it comes. 1.2 million, so 1.2 million and 1.
What's the first thing that sticks out? Our arms are the problem area that we never seem to be able to find the solution for until now with the shake weight. Shake weight is the flab-busting breakthrough that trims your arm.
What? What in the actual? I had forgotten this. You have to understand that somebody made a prototype of this. They looked for investors. They had meetings with investors showing this. Hey, this is a shake weight. Let's do this. Let's produce like 1,000 of these puppies and let's put in there in the 1 a.m. slot, and we're going to be selling this like.
Is the flab-busting breakthrough that trims your arms and shapes your shoulders at the same time.
The back of my arm.
Oh yeah, you have some cute memories, lady. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can feel the definition already. That's a real workout.
Yeah, that's a deep tissue workout, babe. Yeah.
You just shake it back and forth.
This is right out of an Austin Powers movie. This is right out an Austin Powers movie. This was a real thing. This was not a parody. It's incredible, right? That humanity has created so many things that we have reached. We have done so many great things, and that includes the shake weight. That this actually happened.
There's no motor, no batteries, and you get the results you want.
No
In a matter
batteries.
of seconds, you feel
How does it work?
really working your muscles. My arms feel worked. It's definitely a good workout.
Yeah, you can see that she was really happy after the workout. She was really happy after that workout.
I'm feeling it in my chest.
I'm feeling it in my chest. Yes. All right. Tiffany Cooper from San Diego, California. We should check on Tiffany how she has done if she keeps using the shake weight. Do men use this? I don't want to.
And my biceps and my triceps.
Inside the shake weight are dual moving weights called dynamic inertia that simultaneously target and engage your biceps and triceps. It's the power of 240 and
it's also, that techno music of the early 90s. I don't know from which era was this, but that techno music from that early
muscle
90s.
contractions per minute. In fact, if you had the shake weight in your hands right now, you'd feel the results before the end of this commercial. Now,
okay, I was going to say one thing. I'm not going to say
now
it.
you can wear the dress styles you want, the chic blouses that show off your arms.
Okay, whatever makes you wear sundresses, I'm in. So get your shake weight if they still sell them. I don't think that they sell that anymore. That is something happened to humanity that we stopped using shake weights. What happened? Maybe we don't have the technology anymore. I am reporting this to YouTube. Yeah, she smokes a cigarette after that. Oh, we know, ladies. We know. Oh my God, I need. This is getting hot in here. I need to adjust my AC. Getting hot in here with the shake weight. Oh my God. Emily Joe, why would you say that? And why would I highlight your comment? No, it was seriously. I was cured. I was cured of my allergies today, thanks to you and the shake weight and the slap chop and all the stuff. And yeah, Megan should be absolutely doing that. Not wearing the sundresses. No, maybe doing the shake weight thing. That would fit her to a T. Remember to download my 100 body language tips for free in the description of this video, and you will be subscribed to my awesome emails. I will sending another email tomorrow. So if you subscribe now, you will get it. My lovely body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. And until we meet another video, maybe tomorrow, tomorrow in episode 71, remember the most important words: much love and bliss. I'm going to upload that slap chop and the shake weight as a standalone video, because I absolutely need to include that as a video on my channel. I don't know how, but I will. Much love and bliss. Take care. Be safe. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.